problem. Okay, shoulder rolls. Everybody has done this in PE when we're growing up. It's basically just rolling your shoulders, right? And this is good for the upper back, loosening this up, making sure those joints are moving well. Thing is, your rib cage kind of locks everything down, okay, in the thoracic. So those joints are a little bit harder to move, so you need to do these things and kind of induce some motion in them, okay? Seated cat and camel. I'm going to steal this chair. Basically, all this is that you can be sitting, and what I want you to do is you put your arms up like this, and then you're going to actually squeeze your shoulders together, and you're almost trying to force your upper back forward by squeezing in your shoulder blades and pushing your chest forward, okay? That's going to induce some extension into the upper back. Doing this, put your hands in front of you. I like to grab my thumb, it makes it easier, and then you just push forward with your arms, and you can feel a good stretch right back here. You might even feel a pop sometimes, okay? And that's actually good for your, again, upper back, relax your shoulders a little bit. Leg cradle. What that is, has anybody heard of sciatica? Does anybody know what that is? Okay, basically there's two causes of sciatica. One is that you either have something going on in the low back, there's a misalignment there, putting pressure on a nerve, because the nerves that exit the low back make the sciatic nerve. Okay, so if you have something like that, you know, this exercise isn't going to help that. But the other reason is that you have a muscle, it's a band of muscle right across the buttocks. Your sciatic nerve goes right under that. If that muscle's tight, it can put pressure on that sciatic nerve. You can get the same kind of symptoms. So what the leg cradle is that it's going to stretch that muscle out. So you can do this sitting. Basically, you cross your leg. The leg that's on top is the side of the muscle that's going to be stretched. Okay, so you cross your legs, and then you just lean forward. And you're going to feel a stretch right across your buttocks. Okay, it feels good to some, doesn't feel too good to others, but you definitely need to stretch that muscle out. And you do that both ways. Again, every stretch you should hold at least 12 seconds. You can go as long as you want. I wouldn't recommend going over a minute though. You know, 12 to 30 seconds is usually a safe zone. All right, seated abs. I don't know if you guys ever want to do this at work, but you can do this at other places. Basically, again, you're going to sit at the edge of your chair. I don't want your back to be touching the back of the chair. So what you do is just lift your legs up, and you kind of balance. The easy way to balance is just use your arms, okay? And that way you're tightening up your abs, okay? If you want to take it to another level, you just start doing this. Move your arms side to side, rotate. It's going to work the obliques a lot better. If you want to take it even further, you start doing this. That's going to actually work the lower abs, which is probably the hardest to work out. So the thing is, again, this is stay fit while you sit. Everybody here might not think you're weird at work if you're doing this, but other people will. So you might want to hold off on that. All right, last one. Last one is the crazy person, and the reason I call it this is because if you saw somebody doing this, you would literally think they're crazy. So I'm not going to make you guys do it. I'll be the only one that looks foolish doing it. But what this is basically we want to move every joint in the body while we're doing this. Okay? And the easiest way to do that is basically you want to relax your upper body. Basically, you want to feel like jelly. Okay? Just try and relax, calm the mind, take a few deep breaths. Relax, and then you just start bouncing on your toes, okay? And then you can start jumping around, moving your head, doing whatever. I don't care what you do. Just wave your arms. I don't care what you do. But basically, if you do that for like a minute, guaranteed you're gonna get not only better circulation, blood flow. You're gonna fire those proprioceptors off. Have you ever gotten tired and you're at work and you're hitting that wall and you're like, oh my God, I need some more coffee, or I need a soda. Do this exercise, I guarantee you'll wake up like that, okay? I guarantee it, because those proprioceptors are now firing off. You don't need caffeine, you don't need that stuff. Your nervous system will do the job. You just gotta know what to do, okay? So basically, that is the last exercise that I was gonna go over with you guys. But so in closing, if you guys had any of those symptoms that we showed earlier, or even any other symptoms that weren't on the list, and you're sick of being sick, you're sick of every answer to your problem being a pill, I believe I can help you. Actually, I know I can help you. What I'm offering today is that you can get a consultation, exams, x-rays, and a report on those x-rays. Typically, I charge $195 for those services. But today, I'm actually going to do it for a small donation to the Haiti Relief Fund. Okay? You decide what you want to donate. 5, 10, 15. That's up to you. My main concern is your health. It's you, getting you well. And I know I can do that because if you do have if your body is not functioning at 100% because your nervous system is compromised, I can help you. Okay? Because what happens is if you do have spinal misalignments, that'll decrease mental impulses into the body. As you lose mental impulses into the body fails to produce, reproduce, excrete, and function normally. It then fails to be able to replace itself normally, and therefore replaces itself abnormally, which is the process of disease. Now, what do I mean by replace itself? Well, you virtually have a new body every season. Okay, you have new skin every 28 days. You have a new liver every 6 weeks. You have new red blood cells circulating through your entire body every 3 months. So instead of except for your nervous system and your bones, you're virtually new every season. Okay, but the thing is, if you have decreased nerve supply into the body, your body's going to start to replace itself abnormally, which will cause dysfunction and dis-ease or disease. Well, I remove that nerve interference. I allow you to heal yourself. You don't need external things. Okay, you don't need drugs. You just need a proper diet. Make sure you have good spinal hygiene. Make sure you exercise. Make sure this is right. If you're a negative person, sorry, your health is going to decline rapidly. Okay, you can't be negative. You got to be positive. I know it's hard to be nowadays, but you got to do it. So, if anybody is interested, my assistant is here. Her name is Nini. Go ahead, raise your hand, Nini. She can actually get you scheduled. Okay, so if you schedule with me before I leave this building, it should be for that small donation. If you guys are on the fence and like, I don't know about chiropractic, this guy seems like a quack, or I've tried a chiropractor before and he didn't help or it made me worse. Thing is, not all chiropractors are created equal. It's like if you had a bad dental experience, would you just never go to the dentist? You'd find a good one. Same with a chiropractor, find a good one. Okay, so what I'm actually doing is that if you're not sure, or you're like, I don't think I need it, I'm going to pass out my business card. On the back of this business card, I have a coupon for $49 for the same services. There's no expiration date. Keep this in a safe place. If in the future you think, hey, maybe this guy can help me, come to my office. I'm right down the street. Literally, I'm right over the 405. Make a left on Main. I'm right there in that food court. There's like a Baja Fresh and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys have been there. You guys can jog there. Get your exercise. So I'm just going to pass this down.